What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about gifts and we're talking about gifts for photographers. So in this bag, I have 8 different gift ideas. Some of these I've been given, some of these I bought for myself. They are all valued at under $100, so they aren't gonna break the bank and you won't feel bad asking for them. Let's just jump into this bag and see what these things are. The first thing that I think every photographer should have is a printer. This one is an Instax Mini Link 2. It prints out Instax film. So there are lots of different options of printers out there. I will link some different options in the description below, but this one was given to me as a gift and I really love it. You can print photos from any camera. You just need to have those photos on your phone so that you can connect with the app and then just print the photos out. One of the coolest things about having a printer is surprise and delight. It's something that I recently heard. Giving somebody a print that's tangible that they can hold right after a shoot or right after or during an event that you're working or just taking photos. Giving them this like gift, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I highly recommend a digital printer. It is something that I keep in my bag at all times and really enjoy handing out these prints and surprising people. The next thing is an Aperture RGB light panel. This is the MC. I'm gonna link everything in the description below, but this is less than $100. I think it was $90 and I'm sure you can get it on sale. There's a pro version now, so this had a price drop, but it is an RGB light panel, something that's really convenient that you can store it in your bag. I keep it in my bag at all times to fill in shadows from time to time, to create different colors when I need different colors. It is a really handy thing. It has a USB-C port on the side so you can bring an external battery, plug it in, it works with the external battery. It comes with a diffuser, which I usually have it on, and then it comes with a little carrying case. For the money, this is one of the best RGB light panels out there. There also is an app that you can connect the light panel to, and you can control multiple different panels. If you were to buy more down the road, you can control all the different panels using the app. Something that I think is a must for every photographer out there, especially if you are somebody that likes to shoot events but doesn't want to use on-camera flash or is still learning that. This would be a good solution for low light situations. The next thing is something that I recently got, and this is a dictionary of color combinations. So there's 2 versions of this. There's volume 1 and volume 2. I think I paid $15 for this, so I would just, if you're gonna gift, get both volumes. It is in Japanese, so you can't read the forward or anything, but all the color combinations in this book, it goes into color science, and it's really nice because it's so small, it's pocketable, and if you need inspiration for a shoot, you can figure out which colors go together if you're trying to match outfits or backgrounds. I think this is really handy. It's really useful. If you do get a light panel, it's a good way to know what color to adjust for a scene. So the dictionary of color is the third thing that I think is a must-have for any photographer out there. Moving right down the list, this one's a fun one. So I got this in 2018, and inside this pack is a bunch of filters. I did make a video on this. I'll link that in the description below if you want to see more details on this. But inside this, there's little crystals. They're fractal filters. It comes with this nice handle, so it's really easy to use. Whenever I showed this to somebody, they really kind of respond to it, I think just because it looks like brass knuckles. But it has 3 different filters that come in the carrying case. It comes with a carrying case, which I think is really necessary because these things are just made out of glass. So if you were just to throw them in your bag, you'd probably break them. But there's 3 different options, and it's less than $100. Something that would be fun. I don't keep it in my bag at all times, but if it's a creative shoot, I definitely will put this in my bag and use it. Here's some examples of photos that I took using the Fractal filters. Okay, so the next thing is an Apple Pencil. This thing I picked up for myself. There's 2 different versions. There's the Pro version and there's the USB-C version. The USB-C version is $79. The other one's a little bit over $100. So this one is just the non-Pro version. I love this thing. It does only work with an iPad, so you do need an iPad to use it. So make sure to find out if they have an iPad. But what I love about this, there's an app called Procreate, and you can import all your photos into Procreate, and then you can draw on them, you can make illustrations. There's so many different options. One of the cool things in Procreate is there's a time-lapse feature, so you can see a video recording of all the brush strokes that you made. So if you're somebody that needs inspiration or wants to add something new to your photographs or even just doodle or draw, this is something that I really love. It's something that I've used for many years, and I highly recommend picking one of these up if you don't have one already. Okay, moving right down the list. The next thing is the Rick Rubin Creative Act, A Way of Being. This is a philosophy book for creatives. When I first got it, I thought I was going to be reading it cover to cover. I heard a lot of great things about it. It's not the book you read cover to cover. It's more of one of the ones you open up for inspiration. You read a passage and then you think about it for a while, or you read a couple passages. You don't have to read it cover to cover. You can if you want. And I've really gotten a lot of inspiration out of this book. For example, some pages just have a short poem on them. And this one says, if we can tune into the idea of making things and sharing them without being attached to the outcome, the work is more likely to arrive in its truest form. So it just gives you something to think about. One thing that Rick Rubin really hits home, which I noticed in this book, is your work is more of your personal diary. So going into creating photographs and thinking about them as your personal diary, and then you're just sharing them with the world. You're opening them up to your diary. It gave me a lot of creative freedom within my work and also made me want to share it a little bit more. So if you're somebody that's kind of feels like they're getting stuck, I highly recommend this book. It's something that I refer to all the time. Okay, so we're down to the last thing, number 8, and that is this Moment Cinebloom filter. It comes with a carrying case. It screws onto the front of your lens. This one, you will have to ask your photographer, or you will have to tell your friend who's getting you the gift what size filter thread you have. So it's kind of like buying a wedding ring or engagement ring. You have to find out what size they need. But the larger sizes, like this one, was $80, and then there's the smaller the filter thread is, the cheaper they are. The Cinebloom filter, if you don't know what it is, when you put it on the front of your lens, it just blooms the highlights in the scene. It's something that I keep in my bag at all times. I like this. There is a Black Pro Mist, and it doesn't come with a case. The reason I chose the Moment Cinebloom is because it comes with this hard case, so I could just toss it in my bag, not think about it, and then use it whenever I need it. It comes in 3 different strengths. This one is the 20%. I wish that I got the 10%. It does have an even lower strength one, which is 5%. So it's 5, 10, or 20. I would recommend getting the 10%. I think that you would get more use out of it. There are definitely some places or cases where I can't use this because it's too strong and it blows out too much of the highlights and gives too much bloom. Another idea for filters is the prism effects filters. There are so many on their website. I will link that in the description below too, but these are just fun to have. They might not be used every day, but it is something that brings more creativity to your photography toolkit. So that is my 8 gifts that I think any photographer would love. I love all of these things. I would really appreciate getting them as gifts if I didn't already have them. If you have any gift ideas that are less than $100, please leave them in the comment section below. I would love to see what your ideas are. So that's gonna do it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.